Hello viewers, in this video we are going to see the functionality of differential amplifier. Differential amplifier is an amplifier used to amplify the two input signals, that is V1 and V2, applied at two input terminals, that is non-inverting and inverting input terminal, and produce the amplified version of these two signals differences as Vout, output potential. So the output must be the difference between the two inputs applied and its amplified version. That's why the name is differential amplifier. It amplifies the difference between the two input signals applied at two input terminal. Basically, it is the combination of both non-inverting and inverting combination of operational amplifier, because non-inverting terminal is receiving input V1. Similarly, inverting terminal is receiving input V2. Both the terminals are having inputs. So you can say the combination of non-inverting and inverting amplifier is producing this differential amplifier. So for analysis, we have to consider this differential amplifier as the combination of both non-inverting and inverting amplifier. First, we consider this differential amplifier is a pure inverting amplifier. So to make this differential amplifier as an inverting amplifier, we have to give input to this inverting terminal. So V2 is given and this part is considered as it is. Nothing we are going to change. And for other thing, the non-inverting terminal, the total term must be removed and the total term must be grounded. So we have to ground the entire non-inverting terminal. So we have to omit all the terms in the non-inverting terminal. Simply we have to ground the non-inverting terminal and we have to use the inverting terminal as it is by giving V2 as input, R1, R2 output, everything. So by considering this, you will treat this differential amplifier as pure inverting amplifier and record the output as Vout1 for considering this differential amplifier as inverting case. Similarly, for the next step, we have to consider this differential amplifier is a pure non-inverting amplifier. So we have to keep the non-inverting terminal components as it is and we have to ground this inverting terminal to this ground connection, and we have to consider there is no V2 is given to the inverting terminal. Simply inverting terminals R1 is grounded. So in the second case, we have to consider the entire differential amplifier as pure non-inverting amplifier and we have to find the output and we have to record that output as Vout2. And after considering the differential amplifier as pure inverting amplifier and finding Vout1 and again considering the differential amplifier as pure non-inverting amplifier and finding Vout2, we have to add both the outputs, that is Vout1 and Vout2. The addition of both the outputs will give the actual output of differential amplifier, that is the amplified version of the difference between these two terminals, that is the potential applied at plus terminal minus the potential applied at minus terminal. Plus terminal is always reference, we have to start with plus terminal. So potential applied at the plus terminal V1 minus potential applied at the minus terminal V2 with an amplification factor, we can take that as G. So G multiplied by V1 minus V2 will be our output actually. So the gain factor G into V1 minus V2, difference between the two inputs applied at positive and negative terminal, will gives us the actual output. We'll see one by one. By considering the first case, so we have to completely ground the non-inverting terminal since we have assumed considering this as pure inverting amplifier. So inverting terminal is receiving V2 alone and R1 or R2 will be having, and similarly the positive non-inverting terminal must be grounded. So we have changed the differential amplifier as Pakka inverting amplifier, will be receiving the output also. So we know that the output of any inverting amplifier is Vout equals to minus feedback resistor divided by input resistor into input. Here for this case, Vout is Vout1 equals to minus feedback resistance. Feedback component here is R2 divided by input component resistance. Here it is R1 into Vi. For this circuit, input is V2. So Vout1 equals to minus of R2 by R1 into V2. So we have found the output by considering the differential amplifier is pure inverting amplifier. So we have to name this as equation 1. Similarly, by considering the differential amplifier as pure non-inverting amplifier, we have to use non-inverting amplifier's component or as it is as same as that of the differential amplifier, that is R1 R2 node B, and will be having the input to the non-inverting terminal is V1, and similarly we have to ground the inverting terminals R1 accordingly. So this amplifier becomes pure non-inverting amplifier. Here the input to this non-inverting amplifier is V1, and V1 is divided by this potential divider R1 R2, and it will be available in node B as the potential named VB. So VB is the potential available. So this potential is VB. VB is the potential available at node B. That potential is divided by this R1 and R2 potential divider with the help of P1 input. And that is the potential. VB is the potential divided by this R1 and R2. That is going to be the input potential to this positive terminal. Even though V1 is supplied to this operation amplifier's plus terminal, it is not directly supplied. It is supplied as the divided potential between R1 and R2 at node B. The divided potential is VB. So VB is the actual input to this plus terminal according to this diagram. But originally it is V1, but it has been converted as VB and supplied to the positive terminal. So by considering this as non-inverting amplifier, all non-inverting amplifiers output, we know that Vout equals to 1 plus feedback component divided by input component into the input. This is the actual formula for finding output of any non-inverting amplifier. Here Vout equals to 1 plus, here instead of Vout, the actual output for this particular circuit is Vout2 equals to 1 plus feedback component is, here it is R2 divided by input component is R1 into Vi is V1 here, not V1. V1 is given to this R1 R2 potential divider and it has been converted as VB. That's why we have to put this as VB. So here Vout2, by considering the differential amplifier as non-inverting amplifier, the output of this particular non-inverting amplifier is Vout2 equals to 1 plus feedback component divided by input component R2 by R1 into the input to this non-inverting amplifier. Actually it is V1, but that has been converted by this R1 R2 pair as VB. So you have to put VB here and mention this as equation 2. And now our aim is to find what is actually VB with the influence of V1, and it is divided by R1 and R2 separately. We know that potential divider can be solved by using a logic. The output of the potential divider VB equals to the component of potential divider which is directly grounded divided by addition of both the components involved in dividing the potential, that is R1 plus R2 multiplied by the source to the potential divider, that is V1. So output of the potential divider VB is calculated with the help of considering both the components, resistive components in the potential divider, and considering the logic of a component which is directly grounded in the potential divider, that is R2 is directly grounded, divided by addition of both the components involved in setting up the potential divider, that is R1 plus R2, into the source to the potential divider, the input to the potential divider, that is V1. By using this, we'll be able to find the output of the potential divider. Here we can find the detailed information about how to solve the potential divider. The input to the potential divider is V1, and R1 and R2 involved in dividing the potential, and divided potential is VB. R2 is grounded. So VB can be calculated with the help of a component which is directly grounded divided by addition of both the components R1 plus R2 into source to the potential divider V1. And substitution of this 3 in the equation 2 we already found as the output of non-inverting amplifier, that is Vout2 equals to 1 plus R2 by R1 into VB. So 1 plus R2 by R1 as it is, you can keep as it is, and instead of VB is R2 by R2 plus R1 into V1. This is for VB. And now V1 into R2 by R1 plus R2, you can write the same term. Here 1 plus R2 by R1 can be rewritten as R1 plus R2 by R1. So R1 plus R2 in both the terms will be cancelled. Finally, we'll be having R2 by R1. So Vout2, the output of non-inverting amplifier, is R2 by R1 into V1. We have to name this as equation 4. Now the Vout2 is the output of non-inverting amplifier, and actually it is differential amplifier. It is considered as non-inverting amplifier. So already we have found an equation by considering this differential amplifier as pure inverting amplifier, that is Vout1, that is minus R2 by R1 into V1. Now we consider the differential amplifier as pure non-inverting amplifier, and we found Vout2, that is output, equals to R2 by R1 into V1. So adding both the equations, that is equation 1 and 4, will give us the final output of this differential amplifier Vout equals to Vout1 by considering the differential amplifier as pure inverting amplifier, and Vout2 by considering the differential amplifier as pure non-inverting amplifier. So adding these two outputs Vout1 and Vout2, that is Vout1 is minus R2 by R1 into V2 plus Vout2 is R2 by R1 into V1. So R2 by R1 is common for both the terms, so take outside R2 by R1 into V1 is positive, here it is minus V2, V1 minus V2. As we discussed in the start of this video, that is Vout equals to difference between the two input signals applied, that is difference between the positive input and the negative input, multiplied by a gain factor G, that is R2 by R1. By properly choosing R2 and R1, you can fix the gain factor even for simply 1, 10, 100, whatever you want you can fix. By fixing this gain and by finding the difference between the two input signal applied at plus terminal, non-inverting terminal and inverting terminal, you'll be able to amplify the difference to the required level, and that is going to be your output. So as we discussed already, the output of this differential amplifier, operational amplifier based differential amplifier, is Vout equals to the difference between the two input signals, input applied at non-inverting terminal minus input applied at inverting terminal into a gain factor. So that is what we have received. We have derived Vout equals to R2 by R1, the gain factor, into difference between the two input signal applied at input terminals.